So Nicole Fall, the founder of Asian Consumer Intelligence, joins us once again for In Cosmetics Asia's Meet Speaker series. Nicole, for those that haven't managed to watch last week's video, could you give us another quick intro into Asian Consumer Intelligence?
Sure. Asian Consumer Intelligence is a research and innovation consultancy based in APAC, and we focus on providing global foresight. What we do is we unearth global insights and consumer insights and use them to help our clients build strategies to innovate and create new value through design thinking, quantified with data science.
Fantastic. And we're also really lucky to have you present two sessions in the Marketing Trends Theatre this November. The first, which we touched upon last week, on probiotic skincare, and you're also going to host another on hair care. So maybe if you could give us a bit of an overview of the hair care session.
Sure. So in our hair care presentation, what we'll be doing is really highlighting some of the key consumer consumption and product trends that we're seeing in the region. We'll drill down on the most innovative markets, as we usually do, and typically it still tends to be Japan, Korea, some still coming out of, some newer products coming out of China and Taiwan, and then obviously we'll then look at Southeast Asia, where there are obviously very specific climate issues that hair care manufacturers have to address down here. So what we'll do is we'll look at best practice products across the entire category, and then we'll try and identify the key trends that we feel are driving those products, or just try and interpret or decode what we're seeing. And then what we'll do after that is we'll try and put some metrics to that, either through data mining. We have our own proprietary tool, or we'll maybe look into talking to some consumers and also experts in the field. Always good to get their opinion. And then after that, what we'll do is also try to give a future forward look. Where's the category going? What's happening? And what we should expect over the next few years.
Sounds like a really interesting presentation. Maybe before November, do you have any interesting statistics or any exclusive tips that you give our listeners on the hair care topic?
So back in 2016, our agency actually identified a trend around scalp care. It was really emergent at that time, but I think we can safely say in 2020, it's a fairly established category that kind of coexists along with hair care. So what has really happened since then is that consumers have, according to their needs, if they're looking for, just sort of general day-to-day hair care, clean the hair, kind of give it some gloss or volume, shine, then they'll probably be looking at more along the lines of hair care products. If they have issues to address, then they're going to sort of look for products that address their issues, and through that lexicon. So it'll always be around scalp care. But interestingly enough, within that, there's also shifts and trends that we see that really bring together that emotional as well as functional elements now within scalp care. So scalp care is no longer this functional category that's about addressing specific needs like dandruff or damage or itchiness. And so we're starting to see manufacturers really bring in fragrance and from that as well, really functional ingredients. And within that, some of these functional ingredients really obviously borrow from skincare. That's one area, but also talk very much along the same lines as what we'd see in maybe supplements or nutrition. So it's really about, developing fortitude or really strengthening that scalp to, create the best hair you can. So that's kind of some of the presentation that we'll be looking at and some of the trends that we're seeing right now.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us again, and we'll look forward to seeing you in November.
Thank you. I'm excited about the presentation.
Thanks, Nicole.